Hi children, good morning. Welcome back to our session. So, in the last class, we have learnt about the force. In the force, we are having the two types, that is contact force and non-contact force. Under the contact force, muscular force and frictional force we have already learned. So, today in this class, we are going to learn about the non-contact force. What do you mean by the non-contact force? And under that, the examples for this non-contact force are nothing but magnetic force, electrostatic force and gravitational force. So today in this class, in detail, we are going to learn about these three: non-contact force and also the magnetic force, electrostatic force and gravitational force. Then, what do you mean by the non-contact force, children? What do you mean by the non-contact force? So, a force which can be exacted by an object or another object even from a distance is called as non-contact force. Let me see what is non-contact force. What is non-contact force? A force which can be exerted by an object on another object. Even from a distance. Is called non-contact force. Yes, once again children, what is non-contact force? A force which can be exerted by an object on other object even from a distance is called non-contact force. Now let me take the examples and let me see. Next, let me go for electrostatic force. What do you mean by the electrostatic force? The electrostatic force is an attractive and repulsive force between particles are caused due to their electric charges. So, what do you mean by the electrostatic force? The electrostatic force is an attractive and repulsive force between particles are caused due to their electric charges. This electrostatic force is also known as Coulomb force. What is that? Coulomb force. Let me see one example for this electrostatic force, children. When you have taken the head bath, after that we have to dry our hair. Take your comb and start combing your hair. The hair will act as a charge, and when you are combing, you have to observe that the hair will be lifting up. There, which type of force will be acted means that is the electrostatic force. After combing your hair, take a bits of paper and keep towards to that comb. It will be attracted towards that comb. Which is that? Small bits of paper will be attracted towards to the comb. So, in that which type of force is that? That is the electrostatic force. Now, let me go for magnetic force. What do you mean by the magnetic force? Have you seen the magnet, children? Yes. So, here I am showing it's a bar magnet. For the bar magnet, we are having the two poles. So, this end of the pole we call it as the north pole, and this pole stands for the south pole. So how many poles, children? We are having the 2 poles for a bar magnet. Now let me see what is the magnetic force. Magnetic force is a force that attracts certain metal objects towards a magnet. Here, attracts certain metal objects. Can you guess which type of metal, children? Immediately we will get the idea of iron. Yes. So, the magnet easily attracts towards to the iron. So, magnetic force is a force that attracts certain metal objects towards a magnet. Is nothing but the magnetic force. Or else, we can take the another definition also, children, for this. Magnetic force can be defined as the attractive or repulsive force that is exerted between the poles of the magnet and electrically charged moving particles. That means here we have taken attractive and repulsive. What is that attractive? What is that repulsive? Means here already I told for you for the magnet it is having the 2 types of poles. One is the north pole and one is the south pole. If you are going to take the north pole and north pole, that means same poles will be repulsion each other. If you go for the same thing, south pole and south pole, what it will happen? Here also we are taking the light poles. Light poles will be repel each other. Repel means it doesn't attract each other. Then which poles will be attracted, children? That is the different poles. That is, if you are going to take the north pole and south pole, these two are the different poles. So, different poles will be attracted each other and same poles will be repel each other. This is the definition for our magnetic force. Magnetic force can be defined as the attractive or repulsive force that is exerted between the poles of the magnet and electrically charged moving particles. Repulsive force. So magnetic force can be defined as the attractive or repulsive force that is exerted between the poles of the magnet and electrically charged moving particles. Non-contact forces. So in this, the first one is the magnetic force. Magnetic force is the force exerted by magnets. So here are the magnets. So how many poles do you have for a magnet, children? 2 poles. That is the north pole and the south pole. So what we have learnt in the class today? The same. That means the different types of poles will be attracted. The same poles will be repel each other. So here in this figure we can see north and south. Second one, south and north. Both will be having the attraction. Then what about the third one? C1, north and north. It will be repel each other. And the last one, south and south also will be repel each other. So the example for the magnetic force, force of attraction and repulsion between 2 magnets. Force exerted by a magnet on a piece of iron or steel. So in this figure we can see that the iron nails are attracted by the magnet. Next one, electrostatic force. Electrostatic force is the force exerted by a charged body on another charged or uncharged body. Example, a plastic straw charged by rubbing with paper attracts a suspended plastic straw. So here what we have hanged is nothing but it's a plastic straw. It is rubbed with the paper. So it will be attracted towards that plastic straw. A plastic straw charged by rubbing with a paper repels a suspended plastic charge by rubbing with the paper. Next, gravitational force. Gravitational force is the force exerted by the earth on all objects. It pulls all objects towards the earth. For example, a coin or pen falls down when it slips off your hand. A ball thrown upward falls down. Leaves and fruits fall on the ground when they get detached from the plant. Water in rivers flow downwards. These are the examples of gravitational force. Next force is gravitational force. Gravitational force. Immediately we'll get a thought. That means each and every object, if you thrown up, it is coming towards to the earth. That means we will say that it is having the gravitational power. Due to what? It is coming due to the gravitational force. So let me see now. What is the gravitational force? The gravitational force is a force that attracts any two objects with the mass. So here we need the two objects. So it's the force that attracts any two objects with the mass. Or else every object in the universe, you take any type of the object in our universe, whether it is a big object or it is a small object, we don't bother about that. Whether it is a small or big or large, exert a force on every other object. So this type of force only we call it as the gravitational force. Do you know, children, who explained about this force first? Yes, he is none. He is our Sir Isaac Newton. Newton explained about the gravitational force. So today we have seen about the non-contact force. Under the non-contact forces, we have gone through about the gravitational force, magnetic force, and as well as electrostatic force. So today we are going to end up this session. By tomorrow we will come with our new topic. Okay children, bye. Thank you.